bookworms. So I'm doing a review today of the Warriors series. So this is the first one. So it's got the first 6 books in the first series. This is the whole box set. So I'm going to review the whole box set because it's easier just to review the series than to review each individual book. Plus, that way, if you stumble upon the wrong book review, you're not going to spoil the story for yourself. So I'll just do a general one without too many spoilers in it, just for a general one over the series, so then none of you have the story spoiled for you by accident and you can't get mad at me. It's not my fault. So it's just going to be a general one, and there aren't going to be too many spoilers. So the general idea of this series is there is a prophecy that is given to this particular cat in this clan that lives in the forest, saying that only fire alone, can save our clan. So that's the prophecy. Now the general backstory to how this thing works is there's a forest, and there are 4 clans living in this forest: Thunder Clan, Shadow Clan, Wind Clan, and River Clan. They're all cat sort of prides, if you like, that live together, and they have a hierarchy. So they have the clan leader, and then the deputy, they have a medicine cat, the rest are all warriors, unless they're mothers that are birthing. Then they're kits and apprentices, which are kittens, and those kittens that are over 6 months old who are training to become warriors themselves. So that's the general setup of the whole thing. That's not spoilers at all. It's all good. Alright, so this particular box set is the story of a particular cat called Rusty. He starts off with the name Rusty, who is a pet cat who decides he encounters a few of the forest cats from ThunderClan, and he fights well. So they say, well, come visit us again this time, and maybe we'll let you join our clan if you come back, this time tonight or tomorrow night or something like that. So he comes back, and they accept him in the clan, and there's a bit of prejudice and things like that, as understandable, because they're not used to having a pet cat, which they call kitty pets, come into their clan. So he comes into the clan. He gets given the name Firepaw, and he becomes an apprentice. So it's sort of his story going from apprentice to warrior and so on through the clan in the entire series till it gets to the end. And each book sort of shows how his part is being played in the survival and the maintenance and all the crazy stuff that goes on in the series with this clan. So it's all about how they, what part he plays in the prophecy and how that prophecy unfolds. There's a lot of other cats. He makes best friends with another cat who gets mixed up in some other crazy stuff as well. There's a sort of nemesis that he has throughout the entire series, which is another cat from his clan, which pretty much goes out throughout the entire series. Very interesting conclusion. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's a very good ending. It's a great box set. It's definitely worth it. Worth putting in the time and the effort. They're actually not that hard to get through. I got through one every 2 days, I think, as I spent a lot of time reading, because I used to study, I was studying in the city, and so I would take probably about an hour there and an hour back, and I was reading on the bus doing that, and then reading a bit at home, and I got through probably one book a day, every 2 days. So they're not hard to read. They're originally, if you can have a look at the back. Whoops, you can have a look at the back a bit there. They're originally written for children or early teens. There are 2 other series which are shown here. I've just started these just started these series. I think it's this one. Just started this one. So there's another box set for this one, and I've just started that one, and it's good so far. And I'll probably do a review of that box set when I've finished it. But yes, so here I'll just show you all the titles of the books there. And it's the Warriors series by Erin Hunter. So it only says Hunter there. So the titles are as follows. So yeah, I'm just having a look to see which way you're looking. So Into the Wild, Fire and Ice, Forest of Secrets, Rising Storm, can't see what my fingers are doing, Rising Storm, A Dangerous Path, and The Darkest Hour. So it's pretty much, it's all from the perspective of Rusty or Firepaw. Throughout the entire series, it's all from his perspective, whereas some of the other two series I think are from two different cats' perspectives. So that's really interesting. So it follows the story from his perspective. What's really interesting is one of the other series, or the one I've started, which is the New Prophecy Midnight, is the first one, the New Prophecy series. I don't know what series this one is actually called. Anyway, the New Prophecy series is set after this particular box set, and it is actually from the perspective of a completely different cat. I mean, he's mentioned in these ones here, but it's from his perspective, and so you get to look at Rusty or Firepaw from this new cat's perspective, and it's really interesting to see how this other cat sees Rusty. So really good read. Honestly, it's worth your time, especially if you love cats like me. I really like cats, and this is a really good book for cat lovers. But even if you don't really like cats, it has an interesting dynamic to it, and there's a lot of world building, and it's very smart. It's things like it's well written too, in the sense that it's not written as in, oh, they were X meters away. It's sort of like they were that many bunny hops away, or they were a tail's length away, or and the way the cats never say anything. They meow, or they mule, or they whatever. So there's never really anything, like, it's very cat-like, and the way they act and different things, like the way they step and how they move their paws and things like that. And just the whole fluid thing is very much in the mind of a cat and the psychology of a cat. So it's really interesting how it's all set up and how it's written. And it's worth reading. Just the effort that's been put into this is amazing, and it's worth reading. So definitely a really good series to get your little mitts on. Really, really good. Worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Probably the only major fiction that I'm reading at the moment, other than all my comic books and manga. Worth it, so worth it. Read them. Okay. If you guys like that review, or you're looking forward to, or you want to see more reviews, you can subscribe to me below, or if you're on Tumblr, you can follow me. If you liked this review just in general, please reblog or like if you're on YouTube. Yeah, so that's the wonderful world of warriors and cats, and yay. Yes, so I will see you soon, hopefully with a new review or something else fun. Really excited for all this. See you guys soon. Bye, bookworms.